Plunkett Braille card? There are cards in Braille?
There is. That was a really cool card. I think it was action packed.
He's offering it in trade, I think.
I got to tell you, I might have to bring a few cards next week, Lou, to try to trade on the show. This is very fun. I'd like the Braille card. That's cool. 10. I don't remember if they inserted that in packs or if it was in factory sets. But it was certainly an interesting concept at the time, that's for sure. We just got offered a thermos, Lou.
Nice.
He says he'll trade his ABC 76 Wild World of Sports thermos for the Clemente. It's in beautiful shape. Now, don't get me wrong. I know people collect thermoses, lunchboxes. I'm just not going to use it. I might keep it as a collectible if I traded for it, but I wouldn't use it. I didn't know if he was.
Use it?
I wouldn't use it. No, thank you.
I wouldn't
But
use
hey,
it.
we have some folks that chew gum from the 70s here, and they volunteered to. So maybe Sam wants to use thermos, so that he can have a new, thing to drink out of every day instead of a new cup. He'd like a thermos.
That's right. You guys should have those types of things around. That should be company issued gear.
I think you're right. Well, the T-shirts are going to be issued soon enough with some of your designs. Hey, Jim. I hope the Indy 500 was great. Jim and I think it was his son just went out to the Indy 500 last weekend. I was looking forward to hearing about that. I myself have never been, not only to the Indy 500, I've never been to a live race. And I think you had mentioned this to me before, Lou, because you've gone to a live race, right, Lou?
Not an IndyCar race. I've been to several NASCAR races.
Okay,
yeah.
but and I think you were letting me know, and I have a good buddy who was saying the same thing, that until you go to a live racing event, it's really hard to grasp what's going on and the power of it and all that good stuff.
The Daytona 500 is a bucket list event. It's like the Kentucky Derby. It's like the Super Bowl. You should go see a Daytona 500. It's 250,000 people sitting there in that town that time forgot. It's great. It's just a blast. It's a party.
If you had to say Indy 500 or Kentucky Derby, which one?
Again, I haven't been to an Indy 500. I'd like to go to see the Brickyard, which is the NASCAR race at Indianapolis.
Sure. Okay.
That a Kentucky Derby, I'd go to the NASCAR race every time.
Interesting.
Every time.
I'd like to definitely go to both. I'll start with one.
Yep. It is just 12 hours of party at a NASCAR race.
That sounds like a good time.
Yep.
All right, so this is 85 Fleer pack number 44. Good luck to Steven, Brian, Greg, Derek, and Freddie. Well, you got a lot of pressure today. You're going to pick the Vintage Breaks vintage card for Kid winner.
Yes.
I'm going to have you pick the who I'm going to be trading the Clemente to.
Yes. You got to give me the options again.
Yep, so it's a T206 Brain.
There's a leader in the clubhouse, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was drinks on Abraham at the National. I have to try to remember. There was strawberries from Charles.
Yep.
And what was the fourth? Do you folks recall the fourth? It might have been... Was it a signed photo? It's really hard to keep track.
There's that Plunkett Braille card. That's available.
That's pretty cool as well.
George Vukovic. Yeah.
Tim Wallach was a good third baseman, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
85 Fleer is a fairly popular set. I want to give a shout out, like I do every week, to our good buddies Ryan from AuctionReport.com and Rich Miller from Sports Collectors Daily.
Yes.
I use both of those sites on a daily basis. For Sports Collectors Daily, I go there for my hobby news and notes just to see what's going on. And then I love Auction Report because I'm an active bidder for myself personally as well as for both companies. Mm-hmm. And I never want to miss an auction or, which is something I'm terrible at, I never know consignment deadlines.
Oh, yeah.
And so I generally call up, hey, how's it going, so-and-so? They're like, oh, you just missed it by 5 days. And so had I gone to auctionreport.com, I would have been able to find out and potentially been on time or early the next time.
Jim says he has a bunch of unopened stuff. That would be an interesting trade, wouldn't it?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Then you could break it here on the show. Sell it out and break it on the show.
Russo, you've been to a few Kentucky Derbies. That's awesome. I've had some friends in recent years go. Good buddy of mine, Lee, from Heritage, just went with his wife. I think he celebrated a birthday. They went out to the Kentucky Derby for the first time this year.
I've been to several Traverse Stakes out in Saratoga because I have family out there. And
Okay.
the Saratoga racetrack out there was 50 years old when Fenway opened.
Wow.
It's a beautiful building.
That's cool. Oh, the Stockton. That's what it was. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, someone also had a Stockton rookie in the PSA 9, which is a nice card.
Don't remember Scott. I don't think.
Whoa, wait a minute. Someone has 5 pounds of great... Now, to be fair here, Tim English is saying he has 5 pounds of great fish. I want to be very specific. These are not imitation fish. You know how they have like Malco and this and that, like Juju fish? No.
There were
Swedish
knockoff
fish. Great,
There were knockoff Swedish fish.
yeah. Great
Okay.
Swedish fish. Listen, there's knockoff Louis Vuittons. Of course there's knockoff Swedish fish. Come on. How are they not even in the same ballpark? So you
that
find
your-
me... I'll guarantee you right now, the first person that has delivered to the office, sincere, legitimate, I don't need 5 pounds. You know, a handful, a pound would do. Legitimate grape Swedish fish, I will guarantee you to trade you a Clemente of some kind. This one will be gone at the end of the show today. I will absolutely guarantee you I will trade you a Clemente only to the first person that gets grape Swedish fish to our offices here at Just Collecting Vintage Breaks.
All right, so you're a kid and you're with your dad in a very good convenience store. Lots of stuff available. What do you pick? He says you can have anything you want. What are you picking out for candy?
For candy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends what year it is, right? So, for example, Bonkers was a great candy, and they stopped making that a while ago.
Yeah.
So I'm going to once again go back to grape Swedish fish, and then also red Swedish berries. It's another interesting candy that's not easy to find.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I can talk candy with you.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, we were at the boardwalk this weekend, and Crosby, of course, loved looking at all the different candy shops. So we had to kind of figure out a system.
Yep.
And the system is, we said when we go back from vacation, there's only one dessert a day. That's the new system.
Okay.
We were broken. We felt terrible, and so we just let them go. But it was, with the sugar condition, and all, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you kind of go sky high, and then if you end up eating too much sugar, you end up dropped very fast, and it can be dangerous for you. That being said, we had a great vacation. It was wonderful to get out of town. Ocean City, the people couldn't have been any nicer. Weather was great. The only thing that was lacking was grape Swedish fish. So I'm hoping they're going to have some come in. All right, Lou, so we have some business to take care of here.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone hanging out with us today. We did have between both the PSA Facebook page and our Vintage Breaks YouTube channel at almost the entire